Hello there. Tonight's brush, I've had it soaking, it's a bore. It's my Smogue 1438. And the soap tonight is Jeeves of Hudson Street's Apothecary. This is an older one. I don't believe that Brian is making this anymore. But he may make it under a different name. And if you see this video, Brian, let me know. But this is just a really cool... By the way, one of the things I like about this soap is it's a hard puck. Okay, it's not a crope. And I like hard pucks. But it's got a wonderful cologne type scent, but there's some citrus in it. There's a bit of sharpness from something. It's just, in my opinion, it's a lovely scent. I've done videos on it before. If you want to know a little bit more about the scent profile and all of that, go ahead and look those up. Because to be quite frank with you, I don't remember what the scents were in it. And I'm picking up a bit of citrus, but everything else is just sort of blending together into a really nice cologne type scent. Weather's been kind of good. 40s. I like that. Actually, I really prefer that kind of weather. I know people like spring and summer. I'm a fall kind of guy, and I know if we haven't hit winter yet, officially we're fixing to. But to me, I mean, calendar-wise, I think we're still at fall. But I like the cooler temperatures. But I don't like freezing cold. So 40s and 50s for me. I love that because you can be comfortable, but if you have to work or do anything that requires, sweating, you don't sweat as much. It's not as difficult to do. I just prefer that. To me, it's really comfortable. And I have a couple of days growth. So we're going to wet the face. And lather up. Lovely. And you'll have to excuse me for a minute, but I forgot to get the razor out. And the razor tonight is my Wade & Butcher 5/8 Sheffield with, I believe those are Koa scales. Dry this off my hands. Lovely blade. Lovely. That blade is actually due for a refresh. It's not tugging. But I can feel that it needs a short trip to the stones. Still shaving well. And that's one thing that you should, if you hone your own blades. Now you can't really do this. Got a little weeper there. If you're sending them out, but or unless you have a refresher stone. A 12K or a J-nut or some type of natural stone, or a pasted strop, which still regardless of what anyone will tell you, is a valid way to refresh a straight razor and maintain an edge. But when you come to a point when you begin to feel that the razor is not quite as nice as it was before, that's the time to refresh it, not when it starts to tug. Now you can do that, it's just more work. And sometimes what will happen is you'll let it go too far and then it's off to a honer or back to lower grit stones. And for me, Keith Johnson said this one time, and I'm in 100% agreement with him, but I like shaving off of fresh edges. I like shaving off of nice, sharp, fresh edges that are nice and sharp and smooth. And so, you know, I'm not going to wait for the thing to start tugging. I'm going to refresh it. And you can say, well, that's easy for me to say because I've got all these stones. But all you need is one. Okay, you don't need all the stones I got to refresh your blade. Matter of fact, like I said, you don't need not even a single stone to refresh your blade. Chromium oxide on cloth or the backside of a leather strap. Works just fine at refreshing a razor, provided you don't wait. If you wait too long, well then, you waited too long and it's going to require more. You can keep a razor going for a very long time. By just refreshing the edge, when it begins to show signs that it's not quite as fresh as it was before. So, alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to treat that little actually a couple of little leafers. Got one here too, yeah. They definitely needs a honing, or it needs a refreshing. But doesn't take much. Matter of fact, probably what I will do, to be honest with you, is probably go back to a chromium oxide strop and do 10 or 12 laps. And that should be good. Brian, your soap doesn't taste all that great. You ought to do something about that. Anyway, I'm gonna use some Osage rub because this is church night, and I'll be putting a cologne of some type on. I want my aftershave. Oh, that's lovely. Clashing with it. Thanks for watching. Bless you. I'll talk to you later.